Oh, a microphony.
And a phony at the mic.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
The Doctor of Discernment is now online.
You know, much like my show, in that it's a local reaction to things that are happening on a federal level.
Dispensing a daily dose of common sense. No prescription required.
Wow, do I have a boatload of stuff for you, from the crazy to the absurd. Let's start getting into it because, I mean, it is bizarro world out there. And I say, if it's obvious to me, should be obvious to everyone. Oh, wow. Who could have seen this coming?
This is the Fourth Hour with Greg Belfrage.
Hold on to your butts.
Broadcasting from my basement bunker beneath Kettle Radio. Welcome to the Fourth Hour. Great to have you along. I appreciate it very much. The left is just going absolutely crazy. It's worse out there than I realized. I mean, seriously, let's take a tour of Bizarro World today, shall we? Maybe that's what we need to rename this. Tour of Bizarro World. So this is a gal who's on CNN, and she's wrecking the usual Democratic Party narratives. And she's, in just a few moments, they're talking about the No Kings protests and how these were overwhelmingly white people. And hold on, where this is the video, I think, right here. Okay, let's I want you to see this, because what she says is just goes through it and totally disintegrates the talking points and what's happening.
These protests were overwhelmingly white. They were overwhelmingly elderly people, older people. Now, again, you know, white boomers have the right to have a mass therapy session about the fact that Donald Trump won. But to call it a No Kings protest, to act like he is a king, is so utterly preposterous. This is a man who won the popular vote. He won every swing state. He is a person who is enacting the exact agenda he promised he was going to enact while he was campaigning.
She's
and
laughing.
So what they're actually protesting is the absolute perfection of American democracy, where a person campaigned on an agenda, won the popular vote, and is now enacting that agenda. So it was actually a protest of democracy, all of which is to say the only way to greet such a preposterous proposition, calling this a No Kings rally when it's actually an anti-democracy rally, is to crap on it. I'm sorry, is to basically make fun of it. And I think that that has been the Trump administration's approach. They didn't try to stop it, God forbid, because he's not a king. They allowed them to have their say. They allowed them to go out there, and then they made fun of them.
Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, she is absolutely right. She said, this is a man who won the popular vote. He won every swing state. He's a person who is enacting the exact agenda he promised he was going to enact while he was campaigning. So what they are actually protesting is the absolute perfection of American democracy. Booyah, baby. Absolutely spot on. That is incredible. That took place on CNN. Okay, so let's talk about the No Kings protests. So in this, what we're seeing now here is the man at the No Kings protests is a white guy who is lecturing a black MAGA supporter. So overwhelmingly, again, these protesters, they were all white. They're all white people. So a black MAGA supporter showed up at this protest, and the video circulating on social media showed a very telling interaction between an older white leftist protester and a black man who supports Donald Trump. And he said, and he had to repeat himself. And this is typical. You have to repeat yourself numerous times for these leftists, I think, to hear you or even respond, that you're in the midst of a conversation. You know, you're viewing it as a conversation. They're just, going crazy. So this white protester saying to this man, "You're an effing sellout, you piece of shit," he tells him. And he said, and the guy's saying, "What? I can't be black and MAGA?" He says that several times. "I can't be black and MAGA?" And the guy says, "It's worse. You would expect that crap from me being white, but you hate yourself so much. Oh my God. You have so much self-hate that it's sad." You have so much self-hate. This is just absolutely incredible. Another MAGA supporter spoke up, scolding the racist for being racist. "Why do you feel the need to lecture him as a black man? You effing hate your own skin color. How do you think that Trump feels about people like you? They hate you. They're using you." Oh, it just gets more crazier and crazier. And it's a couple of minutes long. I watched a brief portion of this. This is the guy here on the left. He's the one who just gets outrageous. And it's absolutely incredible. You see these things happening.
God.
Wait, what'd you say?
What'd you say?
Black and you're MAGA.
You're black and you're MAGA.
I can't be black and MAGA.
You can't sweat skin because there'll be a lot of blacks who are rolling with the Republicans.
So I can't be black and MAGA.
What the hell is this guy even saying?
You're a fucking sellout.
Oh,
You're a sellout.
how am I sell out?
You're a piece of shit.
I can't have my own opinion.
Absolute.
I can't have my own opinion.
You are really. It's worse. You would expect that shit from me being white. But
What?
You hate yourself so much. Oh my! You have so much self-hate.
Can you imagine being lectured by these people about how badly you hate yourself? You hate yourself so much. Wow, this is why. Seriously, when these protests and whatnot come around, no disrespect to the black MAGA supporter who was out there, I would rather be caught dead than going through that crowd and getting into an argument with somebody like that and trying to have a conversation, because the guy wasn't arguing the black MAGA supporter. He was just asking questions. He was, I think, like me, pretty dumbstruck, kind of dumbfounded at the stupidity that's coming out of this guy's mouth. And you can see him even kind of smiling behind the mask. I wouldn't even waste my time. I wouldn't. I would not waste my time. I don't think you can reason with folks like that. There's no reasoning with it. It's just crazy. Steve is saying it's like talking to his mom. She goes on and on about the right being racist. Little does she understand she's the most racist person I know. Yeah, that's unfortunate. These are just crazy times. Okay, Town Hall had some pretty good stuff this morning. I spent a lot of time at townhall.com. No change without violence. This is the Wisconsin man who was plotting to dress as an ICE agent and kill a judge who denied his benefits. He said no change happens without revolution or violence. So this is what this nut in Wisconsin told the neighbor. So now officials arrested him. He's facing multiple felony counts. He devised a plan to kidnap and murder a judge who had denied him Social Security benefits. He also planned to dress as an ICE agent when he carried out the act. So there, I don't know I haven't watched this footage. He wanted to disguise himself as ICE. Why? Because if you're going to commit a crime, might as well make ICE look bad too. Insane. I would agree with that. So this told the woman in his apartment building about his plan to disguise himself as an ICE agent, kidnap an administrative law judge, and take care of him. Same judge had ruled against him in a case involving Social Security benefits. So they found several of his messages. I will do what needs to be done. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. You just see this. And then, of course, wants his actions to reflect poorly on ICE. These people are just absolutely crazy. And the more you see of it, it just kind of, it just makes you weary, doesn't it? It just, oh man, seriously. Back into the breach once again, my friends. Okay. So New York Post has got a story. Gayle King of CBS posted a selfie alongside Jesse Waters. The two happen to be on the same plane. There they are. Jesse Waters, Gayle King of CBS. And she posts that photo online. And what did she say? A good time was had by all. Hi, Jesse. Saving your number. She wrote on her Instagram account. Well, that was enough to send the left into again, outrage. People fuming about it. Nah, Gayle, this ain't it. What the hell does that mean? This ain't it. All Nazi Jesse does is lie. So you had dozens of others piling on. Oprah's tone-deaf bestie not reading the room. You, another said. And there are the comments. It's just absolutely. So you think then what? You can be friends with some of those folks, or it's just absolutely incredible. And it's getting worse. This isn't getting better. We live I've never seen this. You know, you would have somebody here or there who was, you go, wow, okay, way out there. But now it's like everywhere. And the No Kings protest was full of it, full of people like this, you know. And I'm a little torn between being sad about it and being angry about it. And are these people, what's going on in their minds? I mean, that's what I struggled to try to understand other people. And what is it that people are thinking, right? You know, what's going through their mind? And sometimes you'll find folks that you can, okay, we don't agree on something, but neither of us is nuts. You know, we can treat each other with respect. Neither of us is off the deep end. We just have a difference of opinion. We'll agree to disagree and so on. That's not what we see going on in the country right now. And then, you know, some of you say what you see in your family members and, you know, folks that you know in your community, seeing that. What causes that? It just blows me away. For the life of me, cannot understand it. I keep trying. I think a lot of us do. You keep trying. You think maybe there's something here I'm not seeing. What is it that and I look at it and I go, no, I was right the first time. Yeah, that's nuts. That's pretty much nuts. And it's unfortunate. You just can't escape it. And I would love to be able to tell you it's getting better. And you see Donald Trump. I don't know what it is about Trump, and I've said this a number of times before. Something about Donald Trump just brings it out of people. It brings that out of these people. They are not going to be denied. They want what they want. And, I mean, they're not going to be happy until our entire American society is destroyed. I don't know what America they vision in their minds, you know, but it's not the one I envision in my mind. People making their own choices and be in it. You want to be free to be, you know, enjoy your nutty beliefs or whatever. Totally fine with me. Just, you know what, brother? Just leave me alone. Let me do my thing. Don't get in my face. You know, let me pursue my own life and what makes what I appreciate and what makes me happy. And they just seem unable to be able to do that. And for the life of me, I don't understand why. I don't get it. I never, and it's just getting worse. So every day I'm looking, hey man, is there any good news here? I'm always on the lookout for good news. I would love to, because there are good things happening. You look elsewhere in the world and you look at the vice president right now who is currently over in Israel, in the wake of this peace deal between Hamas and Israel. And so there are good things happening in some places, but more and more, it's just, and this No Kings protest, again, I just think that was the topper, man. That was just the topper. And it's why this weekend I didn't pay any attention to it. I didn't watch any of it. I didn't get online. I didn't, it just was a non-event in my own world. But it's just crazy. You're seeing some of the things that occurred during the No Kings protest, and it just makes me double down on how crazy a lot of this stuff is. I'm going to leave it there for today. You have made it to the end of the video, so you are part of my gallery of champions. Special salute to the Bunker Brigade, folks who are here each and every day. You see some of their comments if you're watching, especially on YouTube, which is got more followers, more interaction on YouTube than I do on Facebook. But we'll keep doing the show on Facebook and X as well, picking up more followers on X. And I want to say thanks to you too. So until tomorrow, my friend, I'm underground and gone.